Talk about care packages. I know you've only been here 2 months, but are there any organizations helping support you here by sending care packages, or maybe churches back home or something?
Wait, besides my family,
Yeah.
I have actually. It's kind of funny they say that. I get made fun of here quite a bit because I get quite a few care packages from my family, and I appreciate that dearly. I love them very much. I have received one care package from a church that my girlfriend actually put my name into, and they sent me a care package. Care packages are very good here for morale. People that do not get care packages here, you can really see a change in their demeanor when they do receive something. And I guess I should rephrase that. People who don't receive them very regularly. There's a soldier here who, in the 2 months that we've been here, has gotten one package. And when he got that package, you could see his demeanor change. There is something to be said about receiving a package from the States while you're out here, and how that affects your morale in this area. You know, we're surrounded by Afghans, and we will oftentimes have dinner with the Afghans. We're in a foreign culture and in a foreign environment than what we're used to, and seeing a blue and white box that has United States on it really hits a lot of people in the heart, because we don't have a lot of connection to our loved ones other than the computers and with mail. That being said, we are a lot more fortunate and a lot more blessed than the soldiers of old, the soldiers of our past. People during the Vietnam era and the Korean War, you know, how they managed is beyond me. And you know, you come out here and you're doing a piece on heroes, and oddly enough, most of us don't consider ourselves heroes and don't think of ourselves that way. However, guys that fought in Vietnam, guys that fought in the Korean War, those are our heroes, and those guys really deserve a good hug and a pat on the back.
Yep. I don't think I've ever had a soldier or anybody in the military, Marine, Airman, Sailor, that acknowledged themselves as a hero. But to me and most of Americans, all of you are heroes.
Well,
and that's just the way we see it. But anybody who serves,
absolutely,
anybody that's willing to sacrifice their time, part of their life, and maybe, like in this case, put yourself at risk. I mean, that's why I call it Talking with Heroes.
Most of us really believe in what we're doing out here.
Yeah.
Helping the Afghans stand up on their own, for us, is very important. And a lot of us here have talked about this. The more we can do here, the more support we can give these guys here, the more that we can teach them to govern themselves, to develop their own laws, to follow their own laws, to support their people, the less likely we are to have our children back at home having to come back and return here. And that's why we're here. That's why the majority of us feel that it is important for us to be here, because as long as we're here to take care of the things that need to be taken care of, my children won't have to come here.
Right. In that sense, it's similar to Iraq. I've been there 3 times. We're going to go back again to cover the transition, because most people in America don't know much about the transition.
Transition.
It's only fair they should know, because there's been so much sacrifice made.
Absolutely.
You know, so, but hopefully because of that whole process, you know, the day's going to come when we don't have to go back.
Right.
Just like what you're saying here. So that's really good.
Transition is very important, because transition is the point where we turn everything over to the government and we go home. Exactly. So that's absolutely important.
Yeah, on the care packages, Patty Beatty with SoldiersAngels.org told me that, emailed me, and I know other organizations that are listening to this right now are going to email me and tell me the same thing. There's so many wonderful groups out there. I've interviewed many of them. What I need is APO addresses.
Okay.
Email to me with the soldier's name, you know, who they're with, obviously, and all it will go to is the people that are going to set them up for care packages.
Okay.
And these organizations like Soldiers Angels and many others are ready.
Okay.
You know, to take up and get packages out.
We have an established area here that people that receive care packages in. You know, it's funny. I've only been here 2 months, but I have received more baby wipes from my family than I need.
Right.
And you know, and I say that not without appreciating it, because I absolutely appreciate it. But there are other people that need some. So we've established our own little area in our MWR that we just put in some of our extra stuff that maybe we don't need right now. And that kind of area is a place where other people that maybe are not receiving care packages or may just need some of those things can go in and get some. So even if care packages were sent to the FOB in general, they could go in there, and we could definitely facilitate those that need some of those things.
Yeah, well, it definitely means a lot to you guys. I mean, men and women. I saw last night a bunch of Girl Scout cookies came in from, I'm not even sure where in America, but from one of the cities, from the Girl Scouts. And word spread fast. People go, "Where's the Girl Scout cookies?"
It's funny. It's funny how when I was back in the States, Girl Scouts cookies for me were very good, but I would only eat a few. Since I've been here, we've torn up quite a few boxes of Girl Scout cookies.
Well, that's great. Would you like to give a shout out to some family and friends back home? Just look in the camera.
Sure. Well, I tell my daughter Samantha, my son Brandon, and my son Ethan that I love them very much. I miss them dearly. My girlfriend Megan, that I miss you dearly, and I can't wait to come home. My mom and my sister Cindy and my brother-in-law Troy. Love you guys all. My stepfather Joe. Hope everybody's well. Can't wait to be home. Continuing to make the countdown here, and I've got about 8 months left. So the sooner the time goes by, the sooner I'll be home. So.
Absolutely. Is there anything else you'd like to add to the American people as far as supporting the troops, or anything that you want to mention?
Sure. I really want to say thank you to everybody for all of the thank yous and the nods. When we come home and we're in uniform, people always come up and tell us thank you for your service, and that's I didn't understand it before I got here. Since I've been here, I really understand the support that people give us. Again, I want to really tell the people that have served before me that nothing that I do would ever be possible without what the sacrifices that they've all made. Tell all the American people, thank you very much. Your support is absolutely greatly appreciated. And for the families that have lost soldiers here and in Iraq and other wars, I'm very, very sorry. And we are all one big family, and your loss is our loss.
Thank you very much, First Lieutenant Jackson.
Thank you.
Thank you. And you be safe, and thank you for your service.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
We'll be back with more from here in Afghanistan.